first time she started up in over a week. What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I know it's been forever since I posted a video. It's just my life during like the beginning of July is always like a rush. So it's like at my birthday, Hallie and I always travel because she has the 4th off. So it's like kind of half vacation, half for my birthday. There really wasn't anything to film before. There's just a whole bunch of other stuff I have to catch you up on, including partnering up with a company that was kind of unexpected for me. But before we get into all of that, let's take her out for her initial drive after sitting for so long while I was on vacation. Another Ford broken down on the side of the road. So if you guys remember from a while back, my buddy Jacob actually helped me custom make this hood graphic for the Jeep. I have a video way back on my channel where we actually custom made this and then he pinstriped it on here. And so many of you guys asked me if I was able to ship it out, but unfortunately never actually took the measurements of it, and obviously the pinstriping would have had to been done by you. So these corners are a little difficult, like tight corners like that. But we haven't seen Jacob on the channel since he's done that, so we're gonna pop into the shop real fast, see what he's working on, and say what's up. Looks like he's working on something just as bright as the Jeep. This actually looks exactly like the Hella Yella on the Wrangler that I almost got, but I ended up getting the Mojito instead. But this one's a little bit more expensive. Ooh, that Lamborghini Urus. Looks like he's washing it off here, so it looks like he's probably prepping it to get some kind of clear mask on the front. I would assume, yeah, these windows are pretty clear. I would assume that this is going to get window tint as well, but dang, look at those brakes and brake calipers. Those are huge. Those are bigger than my stock wheels probably. Never actually seen one in this yellow before. I've seen one in, or two actually. I've seen both of them were white, but this yellow actually is super, super sick, especially with all the black accents. There he is. Looks like you're...
Weed all of that out.
Wow. That's, oh yeah, those little tiny pieces for that front bumper is going to be a pain, dude.
157 inches long. Just for the bumper.
What's again, just the front bumper and mirrors, or what?
It's going to get full hood, full fenders, full front bumper, backs of the mirrors, and then the ceramic coating on the rest of the vehicle.
So for anybody that's not familiar with clear mask, basically it's like a clear film. It's like window tint, except it goes on the outside of the vehicle instead of the inside. And it's like real thick, and it protects from like rock chips, sun fading, all that kind of stuff, right?
Yeah, bug stains.
Bug stains, yeah. So if you drive a lot on the highway, this is definitely something I definitely recommend. Actually, he did come over here. He just did this Tesla today, and you can see on the Tesla with the new body style that they have on the front on the Model S, it's just one big wall of white, so it's going to take up a lot of bugs and rock chips, but you can't even see the clear mask that's on here. I don't even know if I could focus on that edge. That plotter that he has cuts out the exact shape of all of these bumpers. So essentially he can go on the computer, cut any pattern, any shape for any vehicle, which makes it a lot easier than hand cutting it. And you get a lot more protection because it goes pretty much all the way to the edge. So what he was talking about was on the front bumper of this Urus, he's gonna have to cover these little guys here, and that in itself is gonna be a little bit of a challenge. But he says pretty much everything else that he's doing is fairly simple. Not another piece a lot of people get is the back side of these mirrors, because again, if you do a lot of highway driving, this is where your rock chips are gonna hit, or up on the back of your mirrors. And Ryan wants to get behind the wheel wells here, for rubber or any kind of rocks that he's gonna get kicked up. So he's gonna come back in and do that eventually. But clear mask definitely is a different amount of patience than window tint, and I don't think I have that patience. And the amount of clear mask that they do at the shop is kind of ridiculous. You guys can see there's a Stingray here. It's getting clear mask. This GTR literally just pulled in. It's in immaculate shape for 2013. The paint looks crispy. I mean, there's a couple nicks, but still, for 2013, this was like my dream car in 2013. Everybody wanted a GTR. Me, Ryan, 2 of my brothers. Now I just want an Audi R8 and a Lamborghini. So not to say I would be unhappy with a GTR, let's be honest. Like, even for 2013, I would take it for sure.
If I had to settle.
If I had to settle. And actually, the more I look at it, the more it does look like the hella yellow. Because it's not quite school bus yellow, but it's like almost there. It looks much better on this than the Jeep though, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Yellow contrast stitching everywhere. Oh, those seats are awesome. Alcantara all the way up on the top of the dash. Leather. I like the yellow stitch on everything too.
Yeah.
This like center console is so sick. They have all like the little dials and stuff. I think I need the same thing, but in green to match the rest of everything else that we have. I think this would look like super dope, and like his green, the Hills green.
Yeah.
That would look awesome. All right, I can get out of your hair here too. So.
All right, man. I'll be here.
Yeah, you're gonna be here all night. See you, buddy.
Yeah.
If I had another $200,000, I probably would trade the Jeep in to get a Urus. But that one in the yellow, I don't know what the yellow is called, but damn does it look good. I'm just gonna call it hella yellow because it looks exactly like the Jeep that I almost had, like you guys know from the channel. It looks better on the Lambo, so just hands down, that's the way it should go. Lambo day. All right, a lot of getting in and out of the Jeep today. This will be the last time. So I promised you guys I'd be telling you more about the company that I partnered with to work on the Jeep. And I'm just gonna give you a little hint right here. Just look at the Jeep. Actually, even from the side, what is one thing immediately that stands out to you that you need to change? Besides lift height, because yes, I do want to go higher, front bumper. Clearly, I have the plastic front bumper. I didn't want to upgrade to the Mopar steel front bumper because of the fact I knew I was going to replace this eventually. So that is a big hint right there. You guys still can't guess what company I'm going to be working with on the bumper. If you guys know the brand of these fenders, I am a big fan of this brand, the inner fender liners, and if you haven't guessed already, if you guys have seen my rear bumper video, you can see, if you haven't guessed by now, there might be something wrong with you. So that's right, I've partnered up with Road Armor to run all of their stuff. I'll be running their front bumper. I'm picking between two that I'm kind of stuck between. There's one that has like a full stinger, and then there's one that kind of matches, you know, the angular look of the fenders and everything, and I'm still not 100% sold on which one I want to get. I will be running the inner fender liners as well in the back. I know this is something that has bothered people for a while. I knew I was going to go with the inner fender liners eventually. I did do the fronts first because I needed to cover the air intake, which was on the other side of the Jeep, but those turned out amazing. So I'm going to be doing the rears as well, pretty much the exact same. I'm probably going to bedline it and then have the logo be green on the inside there. I'm going to be running their spare tire carrier, which I desperately need for these 38s because these are so freaking heavy, and I'm still running on the actual tailgate, which is, I do have like a rough country spacer lift kit little thing here for the spare tire. You can see it lifts it kind of up and out of the way of the bumper and actually pushes it out a little bit, so I'm not actually like right up against this third brake light or the actual tailgate. And I know I've talked a lot of crap about people that run 50-inch light bars across the top, but I am also going to be running their 50-inch light bar mounts for the A-pillars. So that means I have to figure out what to do with these extra cubes and the cube mounts from Artec. So I might be either giving these away or trying to sell these Artec mounts. I love them, but I'm probably going to end up keeping these because the 50-inch light bar mount that comes across here goes up, and I actually do have a mount for one of these cubes, so the other two that I have left over I probably will run in the front bumper once I get that. But you guys will see me running more Road Armor stuff, doing install videos. You guys will see me at more shows, so that way I could show off the bumpers, the fenders, the inner fender liners, the rear bumper with the swing arm, and the light bar mount. I'll show those off in person. I know I say this all the time, but I do want to get this thing off-road and really test it out off-road. I do want to get a bigger lift kit though. Not that this Ready Lift has anything wrong with it. I do have plenty of flex. If you guys saw any of my pictures from Daytona truck meet, I did have this 38 tucked up in there and flexed, but I want something a little bit taller and a little bit more articulation. That way I don't have to worry too much more about crawling over anything or something like that. I do also want to upgrade my clutch to something a little more heavy duty. I don't need it, but it's something that I would definitely want to do. Oh man, other than that, I feel like there's so much I have to like catch you guys up on because I've been gone for so long. Hal and I went to Zion National Park, absolutely loved it out there. We actually rented some side-by-sides. If you guys follow my personal Instagram account, I posted some pictures out there, did a lot of hiking, absolutely loved it out there. I truly want to move out west because I think it's gorgeous out there. Coming back to Ohio was just absolute garbage. Like, I show up and it's like, out there it could be 110, but it's like dry desert heat. Like, it doesn't feel like 110. Like, it's something you can like bear. But here in Ohio, like, I get off the plane and it is like, I think it was like 75, but like the humidity was somewhere at like 80% or something, and it's just dense air and just, it's miserable here. And really want to convince Hal to move out west. So I think I pretty much covered everything I want to talk to you guys about. If I haven't, I'll check out in the other video. So we caught up with Jacob a little bit, told you why I wasn't posting for a while, and we've been back and forth with Road Armor for quite some time now. So in the next couple weeks here, I'll be doing a lot of installs. I, for one, am very excited to get this bumper on because I'm sick and tired of this like super wide bumper. It's covering up, half my wheel. It doesn't give me enough space to clear anything if I wanted to go up and articulate on a rock, or if I on an RTI ramp at a show or anything like that. It really doesn't give me much approach angle. But again, I know it's a lot to catch up on. This video has kind of been very long, me talking and trying to catch up with you guys, tell you guys what's going on with Road Armor, going to see Jacob again, why I haven't been posting past couple of weeks is because I've just been traveling for my birthday. And thank you guys for everybody who's reached out and told me happy birthday. Thank you guys so much. But yeah, we were traveling and back and forth to Cleveland, talking to Road Armor, emailing back and forth, and it was just a lot of work, and I just couldn't find time to make any videos. So I want to thank you guys again for sticking around through this kind of weird time, but there's going to be a lot of stuff coming up here soon that is going to be great. You guys are really going to enjoy the transformation of this Jeep, and actually this might be like step 2 in the process of like my 3-step build for this Jeep. Step 1 was small lift, wheels, tires, and pretty much did that. I thought I was going to include bumpers in that, but I think step 2 is going to be bigger lift. I think the 38s will still work for now, so we're going to go bigger lift, front bumper, rear swing arm, 50-inch light bar across the top, inner fender liners in the rear. We're going to try to do a roof rack on top. I'm not sure which one I want to go with just yet. A lot more that I want to do to this Jeep. But you know what they say, JEP, just empty every pocket. Thanks again, guys, for tuning in. I know this was a long video. I appreciate you guys. If you have not been here before, get down there, hit subscribe. This build is going into the second phase, so there's going to be a lot more to come. Be sure to get down there, smash that like button, and we will catch you in the next one.